Like most biopics of famous musicians, 2024's Bob Marley One Love glosses over some aspects of the reggae superstar's life, cuts out others, and generally plays fast and loose with the truth. The film focuses on the time period between the assassination attempt on Marley's life in December 1976 and the following 2 years he spent in London recording some of his best-loved music. So what does the movie get wrong? Bob Marley was born Robert Nesta Marley on February 6, 1945, in the rural town of 9 Mile, Jamaica. He was the son of Cedella Booker and Norvell Marley. Bob Marley One Love doesn't touch at all on Bob Marley's father, who died when his son was just 10. Because Bob was half white on his father's side, his mother treated him as an outcast after entering a new relationship, something that the film doesn't portray at all. Booker ended up living with Thaddeus Livingston, the father of Wailers co-founder Bunny Wailer. But Booker wouldn't tell anyone Bob was her son. Joe Higgs, a musician and mentor to Marley, recalled in the Oral History of Bob Marley, "When Bunny and Bob were growing up together, Bob was not treated as one of the family. He slept beneath the bottom of the house." Then there's the Smile Jamaica concert, which was held 2 days after the assassination attempt on Marley at his home in Kingston, Jamaica. What had originally begun as a non-political event had become embroiled in the country's heated election. The men who broke into Marley's home and shot him, Rita, and several others were allegedly affiliated with the US-backed Jamaica Labour Party. Marley, still suffering from his bullet wounds, planned to play only one song, but instead performed for 90 minutes. The film depicts this concert but doesn't give the scope of the event, instead making it seem as if it were much shorter. This is important because Marley's decision to give an extended show not only showed his commitment to peace, but also his defiance in the face of political violence.
This unity in Jamaica is to unify the universal black people all over the earth.
The movie also offers a curious interpretation of Bob Marley and Rita Marley's marriage. The two had a complicated relationship, with both of them having extramarital affairs during their time together. While One Love touches on this, it doesn't dig into just how complex their marriage really was. Not only did both Bob and Rita have multiple affairs, but they also had multiple children with others. Bob Marley had 6 children with other women during his marriage. He once said, "Children are wonderful. It don't take plenty, just a nice girl who don't take birth control. Sexual intercourse is a lovely thing." Rita said her husband's infidelity was a natural thing, insisting that Jamaican men have a thing where they want more than one woman. She told BBC Caribbean in 2004, "As they say, you grunt and bear it. That's what I had to do because I was so in love with this man, and love grew stronger. It's not that it grew weaker." Bob Marley One Love is mostly centered on the singer's time in London, when he and the Wailers recorded the album Exodus. But the film completely cuts out anything linked to Marley's next album, Kaya, which was recorded during the same sessions as the Exodus songs. Kaya, which was released in early 1978, showed a mellower side to the reggae star. He later claimed he had written it to cool off the pace after becoming too militant on Exodus. Finally, One Love leaves you with the impression that Marley did nothing to treat the rare skin cancer that ended his life. This seems to play on a common misbelief that's been floating around for years. While Marley certainly did not want to have his toe amputated for religious reasons, he did allow a surgeon to try and remove the cancer with excisional surgery, and he sought further treatment for his sickness. Marley had initially believed he'd suffered a soccer injury on the big toe of his right foot, but doctors diagnosed it as acral melanoma. Doctors removed the nail and toe bed and grafted skin from his thigh over it. Unfortunately, the cancer spread. In September 1980, Marley traveled to Germany where he underwent alternative cancer treatment and lived for another 8 months. He planned to return to Jamaica to die, but didn't make it. Bob Marley passed away in Miami, Florida on May 11, 1981.